pleasant. And as we do, I'd like to say, I hope your day's been well and that you're ready to relax and play some solitaire. First impressions, pretty simple and sweet. Nice color variation. Texture is a bit questionable, but we'll find out as we play. Interesting jokers. I like it, but also I kind of don't at the same time. Anyway, enough of that. Please get yourselves nice and comfy as we get ready for our first game of the night. So how's your day going? I know that was kind of out of nowhere, but seriously, just take a minute or a couple seconds to think about your day. How it's been. Something positive that's happened. And something to look forward for tomorrow about. Let's see. I'll do the same thing. Ooh, interesting day. Something quick and positive is that I did some cleaning and organizing. So that is a thing that is nice, obviously. And something to look forward to tomorrow for is that I get to finish organizing what I started in cleaning. And it's been a long time coming. Anyway, let's begin our first game as something seems a little bit different about these cards. And let's see how that does us in our first game. So 2 plays off the bat. And where will it take us? Alright. So I could actually get right into the deck critiquing. So let's do that. Alright, so the cards have a nice, simple, standard look. Slight color variations on the black cards. The red cards are somewhat standard, with a very pleasing looking box, such as this. It kind of leaves you wanting more. It's a bit underwhelming. It's funny how I started with something positive and then we're just getting into being a little harsh on this deck. What else? The durability isn't too great. Let's see if you could see it. Oh wow, you can. There's a bend right out of a brand new deck of cards, which isn't a good thing. It is the bad type of bend, which just kind of creates less control and playability. What else? Yeah, I guess it's just more of a dud than anything. The box was so pretty. The cards, right out of the box, didn't have a good cut. The texture is off. It feels more plastic than anything. And plastic cards do not have a good durability behind them. They actually, it's a tough decision. Let's go. Let's risk it on red. And that looks to be the wrong decision at the moment. Let's hear. There are very tiny textures and grooves within the card, but not enough to make too much or a notable difference in card handling. Would I recommend this deck to you? Absolutely not. It's a big letdown as we get our first fat stack of the night, as well as It's not better than a standard deck of bicycle cards in many, many aspects. The only thing better than a regular deck, if even that, is a preference of blue face cards over the standard black. And it feels like the printing of the cards, especially the face cards, are a bit off-center on some. This seems very harsh, honestly, but I think as we play through, it might become more apparent and noticeable. And this is kind of a bummer. I was really excited about these, so I think we're gonna have to give it a 4.5. Nothing great, nothing really good besides the box, but that's not the deck. A book could have a pretty cover, but be absolute crap inside as we get to our second fat stack. Funny. And 4.5 out of 10. Just nothing special about it. Ooh, you know what? Let's hold that thought for next turn. Trust me, it lets us use the previous cards in our draw for sure. And we can also play our final king. So despite a sub or above par deck, I don't know the saying on that one honestly. Subpar sounds wrong because that's typically good. We are having a very good start. Yeah, you can see kind of the shifting a bit with the cards as well. And I believe just like that, we have won our first game of the night. That's funny. Typically, when we have a very nice deck that's really pleasing, nice to handle, and just all around pretty solid, we had pretty tough games. And now that we have a not so good deck, we have an amazing start with pretty much a very good outlook for the rest of our night. So let's finish our stacking and move on to our victory shuffle. All of these spades, ace to king, along with all of the clubs, the hearts, followed by the diamonds. Let's see how we do. Dang, that really fell apart quickly. But we recover 6-5 4 3-2 ace. Let's get our second game started with a nice casino shuffle. Let's do this. At this rate, our 5 games will take 50 minutes. else is like that when we play. Oh wow. Alright, so a black queen and a black 6 would be good at the moment. That helps, and so does that. Alright, here we go. Lots of possibilities in this one. Another 10, 9 combo. Ooh, almost. 8, 7. There's our black 6. Please show us a black queen so we can get fat stack number 3, and there she is. Okay, that's a little worrisome, but let's see where it leads us. Alright, so we have 2 kings in our hand. I don't recall seeing too many queens. Let's hold off on that right now, just in case. So black 5, black 6. Oh, there are the queens. Well, that's reassuring. Alright, time to make some plays. 2 all across. Add the 3 to the equation. And now it's time to worry just a little bit, as not another play to be made. Nowhere for that 7. Nowhere for that queen, king, and lastly jack. No other plays left on the field, so what looked to be very promising ends somewhat abruptly. On to game number 3. I swear, I thought we had a better chance than that, but just goes to show how unforgiving and back and forth this game can be. Double 6s. Well, let's see if we can still get our second win of the night. Or fourth fat stack of the night. Do you ever just mispronounce something like and just kind of go with it and start pronouncing things a bit weird? I do that all the time. I think it's fun messing with how I speak. It's just something to entertain, like on a long car ride. But it could be annoying. There's just a nice little sweet spot you have to hit. Get what I'm talking about. Okay, game number 3. One more riffle. And here we go. So now, our time of game expected is, let's see. Let me think real quick while I deal this out. Ooh, that's a bit too tight right there. Let's just use 8, about 40 minutes. So I have a feeling that's going to drop down. So we went from a 50-minute 5-game time down to a 40. And 40's being generous. Our typical is about half an hour. So let's find out if we can make it to that 40. No place to start. Double 2s, double 4s, and double 7s. You already know the time of this video, but I 7, Jack, King, 10, 9, 5, 10, or 8. How unfortunate. So now our 5-minute game time has dropped from about 40 minutes to about 30, as we had double aces, double triple kings, double tens, double fives, double sixes, double eights, double triple aces, and double jacks. Lots of nasty on that one. That's something that's always so fun to feel in the moment of, oh, we're gonna have ourselves a long night. Like it with our start with a 10-minute game. And now, 2 games done in 8 minutes. I enjoy it. You could probably assume I like little projections like that. And I hope you have some fun with it too. What the heck is going on here? I will give this deck some props. It does have a nice shuffle sound. The slapping of plastic is nice. Feel free to quote that down below. Quote that. Come on, brain. I know it's late, but you could do this. Plastic cards really supply a softer, but a little sharper sound. While the higher quality cards provide a deeper, yet firmer sound. It's fun hearing the differences between each deck as we go through our 1,000 episodes. I think it's fun. As we have all reds to start. Game number 4. Here we go. There we go. Already better than our last game. Honestly, I was gonna miss that 4. Okay, here we go. There we go. And that is a nice little reset for our next round. Or is it? So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get at least 1 king, but the king, that's not as important. So let's take a little bit of a gamble. Oh wow, never mind. We got a king that we could use. With a 7 as well. I don't know if we could play that 8, so we'll play it safe. I feel like we can. Yes, we can. Just remembered the order which we played. Let's just do it. King of clubs, don't let us down. We're gonna see you at your house later. doesn't help much anyway. Seven and an 8. Black 6. Come on. And I think that's the end of our fourth game, as there's nowhere for that queen. 7 or 8. Can't build on any other card without a 5 of hearts or a 5 of clubs. Well, looks like we're paying a little visit to the king of clubs later as we move into our fifth game. So let's see which cards were left unturned in this one, as we have nothing special yet. Double 2s, double 9s. Make that triple 9s. Well, our new ETA of game completion is around 29 minutes. So let's see how our final game treats us here. And for those of you thinking it, yes, shuffling time is a variable, but I try to be consistent. And if you were thinking that, let me know because you got caught. Alright, game number 5. Here we come. That's not too promising, but let's find out. Let's do it. Ooh, that is not good. That is extra not good. And I think 29 minutes will be a gift at this point. So we would need a black 6 and a red 5. And I don't think we'll get either unless this last card is a black 6. And we just missed both of them. So already into our double check, as there's nowhere for that 3, 8, 4, 7, jack, 4, 5, and 2. So miraculously, twice we have been shut out tonight. And once was that a reverse perfect game. Alright, so there goes our ETA out the window, as there are double queens, double jacks, double 5s, triple queens, killer queens, double 10s, double 7s, triple 5s, triple 2s. And the last word of the night is triplet. My goodness. Well, my friend, that's it. Very interesting night. We started with a 50-minute length video down to 40, 30, 29, and now about 27. So, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed. Please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. And until we meet again,